Hey gun people, I posted a video about the bees, and so I got this bee guy out here who's gonna cut this tree open, see if he can find the queen, and he's gonna remove these bees. So I think I'm at a pretty safe distance. If you see me hauling ass, you know I wasn't at a safe distance. He offered me an extra suit. Me being a dummy, said no. Oh man, they're really getting around his ass now. I think they're hitting him. So basically what he did is, yeah, they are kind of starting to pick up around him. He taped up his pants, and then he's got his suit and his mask on. He's trying to figure out which tree the bees are in. So the bees are in this big hole right here. This guy was pretty interesting talking to him. He goes out and he gets the African hives, and he said African bees are actually better than the non-aggressive bees. And he said the African bees produce, I think, half as much more honey, or twice as much honey. Oh, you want your smoker? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought, cover up. Throw that shit all over my smoker? Thank you.
So he was saying, I was like, why would you get African? He goes, man, if these were Africans, if we'd have got 50 yards away, he goes, they'd have been all over us. He goes, the difference between, because we walked right after there, I was standing right where he was, and we were looking at these bees, and he's like, yeah, he goes, if these were Africans, we could have never done that. He goes, they'd have hit us as soon as we got across the fence line over there by your barn. He goes, they're very aggressive, and he goes, what happens is, and again, I'm paraphrasing, so if there's some bee expert, they're probably going to tell me I got it wrong. So he's looking at the bees in there, and he put a little smoke in there. He says he's got to get them before it starts raining. It looks like it's going to rain. So he says the African bees, what they do is they go normally, like on these bees here, he goes, if you agitate them, the queen will send out a couple, I can't remember if he said drones or attackers, I forgot what he called them, but the queen will send one out and they will hit you. And I've been hit with bees before and I never knew they were warning me. But he goes, first they'll hit you, and then if they still perceive you as a threat, she'll send out a bee and say go attack them, and then they'll go over, and then that's when they sting you. And he goes, with regular bees, you know, you may get hit 10 times. He goes, with an African bee, they don't send out to bump you, they just send out to kill you. And when the queen sends them out, the first guy marks you and stings you, he goes, then they all just swarm on it. And he goes, you can't get away. He goes, they'll chase you for 1.5 miles. He goes, and if you go underwater, they'll be waiting on you when you get out. He said there's a lot of YouTube videos on the African bees, and he says he goes out and gets them. And I said, well, do you just kill them? He goes, no. He goes, actually, they're a better bee. He goes, they're just very aggressive. He goes, they produce a lot more honey. So evidently he looked in there and saw exactly where he wanted to cut. They're charging, I call this bee company, or this bee donation, they want $250 to come out here and do this. So I wasn't happy about spending that much money to save the bees, but I really don't want to kill them. He said he thought maybe when we lit it on fire they would have left. Other people have said that when you start a fire, the smoke will calm them down and they won't leave. They'll just stay there and burn up. So if I'd have thought they were left, I wouldn't have paid to have them relocated. I'd just let them relocate themselves. But unfortunately, I got the guy out here, and what else was he saying that was kind of interesting? The queen, they have the queen bee, and evidently to make a queen, they pack royal jelly or something, but he says they make a queen a regular queen or something. He goes, if I take the queen, he goes, they could technically make another queen. I don't really see a whole bunch of bees like it was when it was knocked over. Now he said a lot of times, uh-oh, did he get one inside him? He said a lot of times when you turn a tree over like this, you'll kill a lot of the bees. Because if they get honey on them, they drown. So when you knock this over, it goes, honey spilt on any of the bees, all those bees died. So he said, you know, it may not be as many as there was when you first knocked it over. But what he was saying about the queen was kind of interesting. He goes, a queen will last from 5 to 15, 20 years, he said. He said, now they'll make a new queen, maybe 2 to 5 years, they'll make a new queen. And he goes, when they make a new queen, what happens is the old queen will take half the hive and leave and go find a new home. So that's how they repopulate. I guess you get extra hives. And I guess he has a special area when he gets killer bees, the African killer bees. No offense, everybody be cracking on. Why are you always picking on Africans? I'm not. I'm just saying the African killer bees attack everything. And so they have a special place for them that's marked, no people, etc. But it produces a lot of honey. I sure hope he can get in there and figure out what's... I mean, I'm not sure what happens if he kills the queen while he's doing this, whether they'll leave or they'll make a new queen. Man, big ass log. Yeah, see, those bees, I guess, swarm up and they get a lot more active, and then when he smokes them, evidently they calm down a little bit. Well, they're all over his ass. Look at him. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but they are all over that chainsaw and him. He's smoking himself down a little bit, I guess. And what he put in his smoker was just newspaper, and he just buys a bag of mulch. Just dry mulch, and he stuck it in there, lit it on fire, and that's what he said he used. And I'll probably have to make a part 2 because I'm not sure what he doesn't have his little hive over here.
I'm gonna go get my suck box and all that.
Okay, I guess so. What does it look like?
There's a lot of bees.
A lot?
Yeah.
Did one get inside you? I saw you kind of get in your face a little bit.
Not yet.
Oh, all right. I'll stop it and make a second one. All right, we'll end that there, and when he comes back with the sucker box, I'll start another one.